I think when I say pop, I think of like dance music and really up-tempo music. Dare I say, and I never left pop music. I've always been a pop artist. But for my mom, who's heard me try this and that and change tempos, and especially my previous album was all reggae, she wanted Raining Jane and I to get back together and not just do our usual wispy vocal acoustic stuff, but she wanted us to see if we could take our sound and take it into the pop sphere of more dance tunes. And we'd been trying, even since 2011, we've been crafting demos that had an edge and that had tempo and that had, Daft Punk like human dance vibes, but we weren't fully realized. So it took us a decade plus to like try again until we kind of cracked the code on various songs. The song was written in 2019, long before I had enough songs for the album. Didn't know what the album would be called. And loved Disco Sun for its kind of tribute to the backyard and tribute to nature. And every now and then I find myself with my hands in the soil, and shortly thereafter writing a song about that experience. And so Disco Sun for us is that. It's that sort of garden jam. The thing about some lyrics is you can't anticipate them until you get to the lyric right before it. So you're building the song sometimes in chronological order. The one lyric inspires the next lyric, inspires the next lyric, inspires the next lyric, and so on. And so that lyric showed up in this, third verse rap of Disco Sun. It's only natural to get down low like an animal and kiss the ground that you're walking on, because it's a miracle that we're here at all on this mystical, magical, rhythmical, radical ride where we fall in love all the time. And a thing that I love inside that song too is I wanted to say winter, springs, summer to fall in love again. So I was trying to even make the seasons perpetuate themselves. Winter, springs, summer to fall in love again. And so that song was in a way, we're just playing, we're just having fun with words. And so Mystical Magic Rhythm Go Out a Ride was a way to say life in a way that I think feels like life. Because to say life is to say life is short. Life is one syllable. That's all we get. I needed 13 syllables for life. And I honestly, it was the kind of lyric that used to be hard to sing, in that I don't know if this is a little songwriter, this is a songwriter embellishing, and I'm coloring this line. And so performing the song prior to having the album made, it was a challenging line to sing. And then when looking for an album title and digging through the lyrics and looking at this record through a magnifying lens, I came across that line and thought, wow, that kind of sums up what this album's about. Because this album really is kind of about passage through time, where we are in time and space. It's about life. It's about dreaming. It's about the future. It's got a lot of magic in it. It's got a lot of dance, kind of rhythm. It's a loop. We want to get started again at the end. So it's like it's a ride. We're riding. So it all came together when only after the album was finished did I look at that lyric and see the magic in it. But prior to that, honestly, that lyric made me nervous. But now I love it. So now when I perform the song and that line comes up, it just feels so good, to say that. We started it in 2011. And so pieces of it exist today that existed in that 2011 version. And then we tried again, and 13, 14, 15, 16. We even took it on the road in 2018 or 2019. We toured it. We were playing it live, and it sounded similar-ish, but it still wasn't, something wasn't gelling, it wasn't clicking, and audiences weren't really being blown away by it. We were playing it every night, and they're like, okay, that's nice. What else you got? But I still believed in it. I knew there was magic in the song. So I knew I needed to improve the second verse. It needed a better melody that kind of became our big melody that could carry us through. And I started messing around with Ableton as a creative tool and bringing some Pro Tool stems into Ableton and kind of looping little cello bits and looping guitar and drum bits and just kind of bringing the song down to just like some core ingredients. And once I did that, I was able to really feel it all snap together. I'm a big fan of positive articulation, positive language, positive affirmations. I think all of that feeds our souls in such a positive way that I like to include that in lyrics as well. So I made sure that the verses were just rich with bumper sticker wisdom, you know?